How does someone start an aerospace company?
Oh man. I just started it. I didn't really know what I was doing necessarily. Hey, my name is Ryan Condron. We are setting up the Float office. So Float Air is an airship company. We just formed it last year, and we are going to be building out heavy lift airships.
All right, the very first moment on camera at your time at Float is carrying toilet paper into the building. How's it feel?
It's fun.
All right. Float HQ.
Float HQ.
I'm gonna be honest, I think we can do this.
We're literally documenting the entire building of this company. So it is a requirement that you're involved to some capacity.
Hi, my name is Bowen Belmer. I am the head of business development here at Float.
So my name is Om. Two letters is O-N-M. I work as a junior aerospace engineer.
Hi, my name is Claudia. I'm the office administrator / manager here at Float Air.
We went to our first aerospace conference back in October. I very much felt like a fish out of water. I didn't know what any of the acronyms meant. I didn't know who any of the companies were. So it's been very much drinking from the fire hose. So we formed the company. We had some friends and family throw in on a small investment round just to get going. We opened the offices actually yesterday, and today is day number 2 working in person.
Ryan approached me with this idea of building airships and wanting to pick up heavy objects and move them long distances to then put them back down.
Building something from scratch up, that's something which I really love. And
mankind is passionate about picking up heavy objects. If you go back, even to the Egyptians or before, the first principles of being a man is picking up heavy stuff and moving it long distances, right? Just going back to first principles is how do we pick up heavy objects and move them long distances?
I haven't really thought about it, but my biggest fear would be failing at something, but then I realized if I fail, I won't grow.
Gotta start somewhere.
But it's an idea I had probably just over a decade ago now. I was in northern Vietnam helping build some schools on a humanitarian trip. And I remember watching the semi-trucks bringing in the modular school systems and looking at the roads in these back valleys. And we were like about 8 hours north of Hanoi up in the mountains. And I was just thinking, man, somebody's gonna die doing this, trying to get infrastructure out in these very remote regions. So I started researching, could we use a drone? Could we use a quadcopter? And unfortunately, the technology just didn't exist over a decade ago. And the reality is that it doesn't even exist today. We went back to first principles, thought through the problem, and we came up with a way of combining a quadcopter for agility with essentially a Zeppelin type blimp for the payload.
That was like a really interesting first day of work in like ever for me. We only had like 2 chairs for us to sit on, so like we had to be doing our work on the floor.
You might not like it, but this is what peak airship performance looks like.
We still don't really know how Stonehenge was built or how the pyramids were built or how the obelisks were moved. Picking up heavy objects is literally the pastime of generations.
I mean, they're all engineers, so like I'm not exactly I'm the only non-engineer person, but they all like really are like, they just seem like really smart, confident also.
Okay, now what do you really think?
By the end of the year, so maybe like if we could just have a proof of concept craft, even a scale model that could pick up 2-liter bottles and just float them around our office, I would be thrilled. We're just getting started, and there's a lot of drinking from the fire hose, if you will. There's a lot to learn.
So you're like Pam, technically.
I realized very quickly that this is one of those things that maybe pops up once a lifetime if you're very lucky. And it's the opportunity to work on something that could really fundamentally change an aspect of the world.